Howdy do. Karen Adamski here with shamamama.com. And today I'm coming to you with an answer to a question. And this question comes to us from Sara in Saratoga. And Sara asks, where do you source your crystals? So I have an online crystal store. It's Blue Moon Shadow on Etsy.com. And I've had this store for years. And we've put lots and lots and lots of love into it, lots of work into it. And love it. And our crystal collection has grown significantly over the years. So we started with just one vendor when we first started. Now we have several. And that's happened in many ways. It's mostly, well, let me get back to your question specifically. Where do we source our crystals? Is that what it is? Where do you source your crystals? We source them from all over the world. And we have contacts all over the world. So I say that because we know where our crystals are coming from. We know the mines that they're coming from. We know the land where they're being sourced. We know the people who are sourcing them. We know the people who are polishing them or maybe carving them. Whereas a number of shops, crystal shops out there, might get their crystals from eBay, or from places in China, or different sources around the world. There's lots of them out there. Alibaba is an example. You just don't know what you're going to get. We've tried working with vendors like that, and it's really kind of a crapshoot. It just depends on who you're working with, but it's been a journey to find really good, reputable vendors that we know, and they know what we're looking for, and we know where the crystals come from, and there's no middleman there either, so that brings the prices down. A lot of our jaspers come from Madagascar, but you know what? We can find jasper in Santa Cruz, California, just a half hour away. Jasper comes from all over. It's just different kinds come from different places. Morgan Hill has poppy jasper. That's like one places you can find it in the world. So poppy jasper comes from Morgan Hill. But lots of jasper that's on the market, big pieces that have been tumbled for show pieces, or big pieces that have been carved, that kind of thing. They're coming from Madagascar. It's just abundant there. We get a lot of our amethyst from Brazil, and if not Brazil, then usually Uruguay. A lot of our quartz comes from Brazil because it's the same mine owners there. So it's kind of once you build your business and you have contacts that you have built trust with, they trust you, you trust them. They're very cautious too on their end. They don't want to sell to just anybody necessarily. It's a very, I don't know, it's underground, which is kind of funny, underground for crystals, but literally a little bit underground. Where they store their crystals is literally underground in basements, or perhaps, underground in terms of not a lot of advertising going on, not a lot of social media. These people do not have websites or anything like that. Sometimes you have to hike to get there. So it's kind of like going back in time, old-fashioned business. And that's really fun. It's really fun to make these contacts and know that when people are there in the mine and they're mining, they source something and they think, hey, I think Karen and Dave might really like this. And they give us a call, and we get to see things before they bring it home sometimes. So it's just kind of cool to be part of that. And we're still working on that. We're still growing. We're still growing our contacts and getting to know different people. Anytime we travel, we're always looking for rock hounds, for rock and mineral clubs, people that we can connect with that way. Often when we travel, I will talk to other store owners, like, brick and mortar store owners. If I see crystals in their store, I will often ask, where do you source your crystals? So just like Sara asked me that, I often ask other people that. And depending on the answer, I may follow up on that source. A good example of that is, I don't remember the name of the store, but it's in Mount Shasta, downtown Shasta, Mount Shasta. It's a giant kind of metaphysical store. They have tons of clothing and tools like drums and feathers and cards and things, and tons of crystals, almost a full room full of crystals. And they get their crystals sourced from similar places that I do. So we're kind of in that same wavelength, and our prices are about the same. You'll see prices where the middleman has been cut out, or prices where it's an online store, and it brings the prices down a lot. So that's good for you to know as a buyer, to find those people who have the means to lower their prices a little bit for you. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers your questions, Sarah. And if anybody else out there has any questions or anything, let me know. We do have a crystal show, a crystal sale coming up that's actually in person in San Jose, California. And that's happening on Saturday and Sunday, December 14th and 15th. Saturday and Sunday. We'll be open, just rolling up the garage door from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock. So 4 hours each day. So if you're around and you'd like to come and see a lot of the inventory in person, that'll be a great time to do some of your shopping, perhaps. Maybe shopping for yourself, or maybe shopping for people for the holidays, who knows? And I wanted to show you, before we go, a quick peek of some of the crystals that I just picked up, some of our new inventory. All right, if you have any questions, anything that you're looking for specifically, wondering if I have it, give me a call, write to me. I will get back to you and let you know what I can do for you, okay? In the meantime, here's a quick look at some of the crystals that we just picked up. Stock up on Ron's Busy Bees honey and lip balms and body balms. Get them while you can, and they're a great stocking stuffer. We also have medicine bags that were handmade by an indigenous person in the Shasta County region, and made by my dad again, trivets made from wine corks, a perfect gift for any wine lover. Sage sticks, these come from a family in North Dakota. So we have some new jewelry. We've got some cuff bracelets that are adjustable so everybody can wear them, and stretchy bracelets. This is, 10 millimeters. It's a little bit smaller bead, but it's peach moonstone. Super great feminine energy. And these are 12 millimeters. And they're a little bit of a bigger bead, so I prefer this actually because I have a large wrist. A lot of nice new jewelry. We've got large spheres. These are $30 each. Agates, a lot of fun points. I picked up a few new pieces of fire and ice, also known as rainbow shatter quartz. Super, super cool. And this is green aventurine and K2 jasper. And these guys are carved into these angels. And they wanted to be in a circle, so I'm keeping them that way. Got some points, some bookends, some free forms. So these are just our new items that I just recently picked up. And then, oh, check these out. I've got a few of these. They're called, they're agate. Okay, so it's like a semi-raw, polished and smoothed piece of agate that they've opened up, and you've got your geode inside. Ooh. And that gives you an idea. So this came from a store that was going out of business. So they're selling this set for $144. I'm selling the set for $62. So that gives you an idea of how my prices are mostly under retail. If they're not under, then they're definitely competitive. There's another one. They're so neat though. Okay, gosh, I need to take these things off. Maybe this happened for a reason. So they were selling it for $126 and I'm selling it for $78. I love these little agate freeforms. They're almost like a family of four here. And just to give you an idea, this one's $12. So there's something for everybody in terms of our new stuff. Neat polychrome jasper and mookaite jasper mushrooms. I love those guys. We've got these neat freestanding base it just took these beautiful druze pieces and cut off, you know, bottom, flatten the bottom here. And you've got this beautiful piece. I mean, they're stunning. I love that. Perfect for a windowsill. Amethyst is great for protection. This is a stunning piece. It's got, look at that around the edges. Great for protection and growth and self-healing, self-confidence. We've got this little cathedral. It's beautiful. It's absolutely speaking to me, so I know he's meant for somebody out there. It's got really neat growth patterns in there. Perfect for a centerpiece, for a showpiece. He's not that tall, so here's my hand. So it's about my hand and pound and a half for me. Yeah, look at that, isn't that neat? Goes way back there. So, you know, I could just sit here and look at this forever. And see those little dark spots that are in there? They're kind of amber colored. That's actually citrine that is growing from the amethyst. So citrine is actually like aged amethyst. I love when you find it like this because we know that it's been aged by Mama Nature. This is an old piece with this big growth. A lot of times when you find citrine, it's turned into citrine within a lab. This is absolutely natural. Doesn't it look like a shark's mouth right there? Maybe it's gonna go to a San Jose Sharks fan, who knows? A few other new things that we have available are green opal mushrooms. We have 2 full trays of this beautiful bismuth. Each piece is completely different. Lots of free-form pieces like this rose quartz. Lots of amethyst, lots of fluorite, lots of points, and lots of palm stones, spheres in all different kinds of stones, and of course tons and tons of selenite. So, Sarah from Saratoga, thank you so much for your question. And everybody else out there, if you've made it this far through the video, thank you to you too, and I hope to see you at the show or online. Many blessings to you and yours. Namaste.